Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to your own channel Me Study. I am your friend Ashutosh from IIM Indore, and friends, as you all know, this is your own CAT preparation series, CAT 21 Dream IIM series, in which in 75 days and 75 videos we are doing comprehensive coverage of CAT. From last 2.5 months, friends, we have been doing all topics of CATs, and now this is our last week of videos going on, last few videos left. Today's video, my dear friends, is on verbal ability section. In verbal ability, like I told you, there were supposed to be 18 videos, and in these 18 videos there were 8 videos of theory practice and 10 of practice, means 8 conceptual videos, and in these 8 also 3 were VA and 5 were grammar. These are very important, my dear friends, especially these 5 grammar videos. All other are just kind of question practice. Okay, but if foundation is not strong, we will make mistakes. So in any video which was after this, we would have used any of the grammar concepts. So again and again refer these 5 videos, video number 10, 20, 24, 29, 34, so that all concepts of grammar are clear to you. And after this, we have been practicing various types of questions, and what I have taken in today's videos is that the kind of questions which we have already done, apart from them there are 1 or 2 more types of questions which I have taken. So like verbal reasoning, we already discussed that there are variety of questions like para jumbles, fill-ups, para completion, summary writing, idioms and other miscellaneous types. So on all this, whether it was para jumbles, fill-ups, para completion, summary, idioms, we already have dedicated videos. In today I have taken a miscellaneous topic which sometime comes in CAT, and that is why we did not want it to miss. What is today's video all about is that there will be a question and there will be 4 choices. Okay, one statement will be given and then A, B, C, D 4 options will be there. What we need to do is from these choices identify the one that best restates the given sentence. Restates given sentence. In other words, you can say that this is basically rewriting of the given statement. So from these 4 options which are there, we need to tell which option is the rewritten statement of the original answer question, and we need to mark it. Okay, let us see example and you will understand it. So like first question is, it might be truly said of him that he never sought honor. Read this statement 2 to 3 times. It might be truly said of him that he never sought honor. Now there are 4 options. In these 4 options, we need to see that statement which is kind of rephrasing or restating. Restating or rephrasing of this particular statement. So what we need to rule out? No change in meaning should be there. If there is any statement which is changing in meaning, that is wrong. No grammatical error. Grammatical error should not be there. Tense mismatch should not be there. Subject verb agreement should be there. So check all this. Whichever statements qualifies is your answer, and other are basically ruled out. So let us read the options. It might be truly said of him that he never sought honor. It is true that he never sought honor. Yes, this matches. Let us see other. If there is another statement which is a close match, then we will see amongst those options. The truth of him is that he never sought honor. Now what is the problem with sentence number B? Sentence number B is, it says the truth of him. Okay, it shouldn't be truth of him. In question it is saying that it might be truly said of him that, so it is not truth of him. If in this it would have been truth about him, this would have been correct. Truth of him is a wrong usage. Honor was not truly sought by him. And option number D states that he never truly sought honor. Okay, so C and D say that he did not truly seek honor. But question is not saying that. Question is closest to this. It is true that he never sought honor. So our option number A is correct. So we need to see the options. We need to see which is grammatically correct, subject tense agreement is there, and same meaning should come out. Rephrasing should not happen. Let us see question number 2. I am afraid I did not make myself understood. I am afraid I did not make myself understood. This is the question statement. Let us see the option. I am afraid of not making myself understood. Option A talks in a different tense. So see, This is talking about I am afraid of not making myself understood. This is basically future tense, which is not in the case of questions. So we will rule it out. Tense agreement and subject verb agreement. Normally in options, your correct option will come out by checking these two. If these two are not there, then check for your grammatical thing. Then it might give some option which is wrong as per grammar. I am afraid I have not made myself understood. So see, this is correct as per tense also. Did not make, and here it is rephrasing it, keeping it in the same tense, and subject verb agreement is there. So this can qualify, but we need to see other options also. I am afraid I did not make myself understand. I am afraid I did not make myself understand. So, and D, I am afraid of not having made myself understand. The problem with C and D is they talk about speaker making himself understand his own words, which is wrong. Statement was saying I am afraid I did not make myself understood. And what is this statement saying? I am afraid I did not make myself understand. Change is there, na? How can we change this make myself understood to make myself understand? This is something ongoing in present tense also. So again, tense agreement is wrong in option C and D. Only option B is there which has correct sense and the tense agreement as well. So it will be our correct answer. Let us move to the third one. He dealt unfairly with his partner. So see, what is meaning of this statement? That he, whosoever the person is, he dealt unfairly means something wrong he did with his partner. This partner can be business partner, this partner can be your spouse, any partner, that is not mentioned in this question, but this person dealt unfairly with the partner. This is what is mentioned. First is saying he dealt with his partner unfairly. So see, this might seem correct, but what is mistake here is dealt is verb, unfairly is adverb. Verb and adverb cannot be separated like this. So grammatically this is correct. This is incorrect. When we discussed our adverbs in one of the grammar videos, we discussed that it should be placed as close possible to the verb. So here this is the verb and this is the adverb. Hence it is wrong. He had unfair dealings with his partner. He had unfair dealings with his partner. Here there is change in meaning. See, having unfair dealings and dealing unfairly. Dealt unfairly means it can be one transaction also. But when we say he had unfair dealings, we are saying about it a continued habit. That is not mentioned in question anywhere. So this gets ruled out too. His partner and him had unfair dealings. Again, this shows multiple cases which is not the case. Question is mentioning about he dealt unfairly. His partner was dealt with unfairly by him. This is correct, and in fact this statement is, we can say, the passive voice. When we read active and passive voice, just see, if this statement we consider as active voice, he dealt unfairly with his partner was dealt with unfairly by him. So this is clearly active to passive voice conversion, and thus our option number D is the correct answer. Let us move to our next one, question number 4. The horse had thrown him heavily and he had broken his arm. Okay, so two actions are there. Horse had thrown him, how, heavily, and he broke his arm. Now let us read the options. The horse had thrown him heavily and had broke his arm. So this and had broke his arm basically is referring if the horse threw him with that intention. But in question that intention is not mentioned. See, horse threw him and he broke his arm. But horse did it intentionally or not is something which we cannot basically judge, or something which we cannot infer. So option number A gets ruled out. The horse threw him heavily and broken his arm. This also shows intention, which is not the case, gets ruled out. The horse threw him heavily and his arm was broken. The horse threw him heavily and his arm was broken. This can be the statement. Let us see option D as well. The horse had thrown him heavily and he broke his arm. The horse had thrown him heavily and he broke his arm. Here tense agreement is not there. Tense mismatch is there, because here this broke is in future tense. But in question, both were in our current tense. Okay, so this also gets ruled out. Option number C is the correct option, which has correct tense and correct meaning also getting conveyed. So option C is correct. Let us move to the next, fifth part. his father forgave him when he confessed his fault. So a person is confessing the fault and the father has forgave him. Father forgave him. Now let us read the options. Our first option says his fault having confessed, his father forgave him. His fault having confessed. No, this is not conveying the meaning. When his fault confessed, his father forgave him. So these two are basically only focusing on the confession part, okay, that the confession is getting confessed, but here he confessed his fault. This is getting missed somehow, so this cannot be correct. His father forgave him for confessing his fault. Again tense misagreement. His father forgave him because he had confessed his fault. This is something which captures the entire essence as well as in the correct tense. So option number D is correct. Let us move to the sixth one. He thanked them very much for their timely help. Okay, he thanked them very much, part 1, for their timely help. Let us read the options. He thanked them very much for their help. Here see, timely is something which is missing. Whenever we are rephrasing, we cannot miss a word like this. That might be a very important word. So option number A gets ruled out. He profusely thanked their help. Again, timely is missing. This also gets ruled out. He thanked the timely help given to him by them, and he profusely thanked them for their timely help. So amongst them, if you see, option number D is something which is mentioning it in the correct tense, correct way. Okay? So option D, our last option, is the correct rephrasing of this particular statement. Let us move to the next statement, statement number 7. So statement number 7 says that the children along with the teacher have left the school. The children along with the teacher have left the school. The children along with the teacher has left. So see, here this refers to children, plural. So subject verb agreement is something which is missing. Option A gets ruled out. The children along with the teacher had left. Here tense is wrong. Question is saying have left. Here it is changing into past tense. Cannot be correct. The children have left the school along with the teacher. Yes, this is something which is correct in tense as well as in agreement. The children had left the school along with the teacher. This again is wrong as tense mismatch is there. So by comparing all the options, we can see our option number C, 7C1 is the correct. Let us move to the next one, question number 8. No one except those who had the tickets was admitted. No one except those who had the tickets was admitted. Let us read the options. No one except those who have tickets were admitted. So see, have tickets was admitted. Again, subject verb agreement is not there. Option number A gets ruled out. No one except those with tickets was admitted. This is grammatically correct, conveys the meaning also. Let us read other options. If there will be some option in which there will be some clause, then we will revisit it. No one except those who had tickets were admitted. So again see, with no one we cannot have this were na. Again this option gets ruled out. No one were admitted except those. Again here were, this were has made 3 options incorrect. Clearly our option number B is something which is correct in subject verb as well as tense, so is correct. Let us move to 9th. All my friends had attended the party except me. So I is in objective case. Here this I, it is in objective case. Correct? Hence me should be used when it is in objective case. Let us see which option has me. Amongst those we will evaluate. All of my friends except I have attended the party. Not in me. All of my friends had attended the party except I. Again wrong. All of my friends except me had attended the party. Yes, this is in which me correct usage is there. Let us see another option. All of my friends except I. So in all 3 there are usage of I, which is wrong. Only in one option there is usage of me. So option number C is the correct one. Let us move to the next question number 10. After the new budget, prices have risen a great deal. So budget was announced and after that prices have risen, and that to great deal. Now let us see the options. After the new budget, prices had risen. So because of wrong tense usage, option number A gets ruled out. After the new budget, prices rose a great deal. So okay, This can be correct. Let us see other options. After the new budgets, prices have been risen. So have been risen again is wrong usage as per tense. After the new budgets, prices have raised a great deal. So only option number B has correct usage of tense, and thus is the correct one. So correct answer is option number B. So friends, have you seen, this is very easy. Rephrasing and restating type of question comes, we just need to see there should not be change in any meaning, and as well as tense and subject verb agreement should be correct. In our next video, my dear friends, we will be doing last topic of maths, which is mensuration. We have already done coordinate geometry and geometry. With this mensuration, our maths will also get complete. If there is any doubt, my dear friends, in today's video of this rephrasing and restating, please let us know. We will address it. You can write in comment section, or you can write on our mail ID meedu.study@gmail.com. If you are liking our content, please like the video, share and subscribe. Thank you friends. Take care. Good day.